Welcome to the new and the unusual. Kansept knives being new, but maybe unusual a little bit. Uh, nice bunch of knives. Did you see my video at SHOT Show for Kansept knives? Pretty good group of knives. Did you notice this? Check it out. Okay, it says Kim Ning. This is the Sprite, by the way. Okay, Kim Ning. Name sound familiar? Kaiser? So, yeah, I guess he rolled out of there. This is S35VN. Seemed like every knife I looked at was S35VN on their table. So, it was. Did you see the big sale on S35VN the other day? Maybe we loaded up. I don't know. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I might send this in for, at HRC. I think Kurt was saying that the hardest S35 he'd ever poked was 61. So 58 to 61, we'll see. Nice, centered, no blade play, no lock rock. Got their little book down here. Hey, it came in this, so check that out. Okay, so this is a whole new brand of knives, but this ain't their first rodeo, my boys, because they're the Kaiser people. Well, okay, not really. And they're not affiliated with Kaiser, I don't think. It's not like Kaiser decided to set up a new brand. So these are individual. They rolled out. Interesting. Man, there's a lot of new companies out there. Not sure if this was great timing to do this, but I guess this means you're going to have to be on your game and know what you're doing to really put yourself out there. Got a backspacer, and what have I done here? This might be a little, well, these were, I got this from her because they're not in the stores. So this was probably in that prototype batch, and it had a little bit of, probably they were kicking it up with making it black. Like this. This is the Kryo. So I guess if you're doing that, that's what's going to happen. That doesn't have a backspacer, but there you go on that. So, oh well. That's the only way I was going to get one to put on my camera because they're not in the stores. Not at this taping, okay? So, you can understand that. 20% lock up there, hardened steel, insert, and we will take it apart, see if they got ceramic bearings, what's all that about. We'll check all the dimensions on this knife. But like I said, Kryo, and let me not deprive you from the joy of checking out the other two of their models that I have here with me. It's called How Lucky Can You Get? And this is the Warrior. Check that out. Green micarta, okay? Kim Ning, of course. Man, they put that workhorse to the test, haven't they? Because like, hey, no problem, Kim. You just got to come out with about 12 new designs here real quick. No pressure there. Backspacer. But this one is not a flipper. It's just got, thumb studs. Ambidextrous ones. But I like the micarta on both sides. Pretty radical looking tanto. Pretty wicked looking knife. Interesting, but they all seem solid, I'm not having blade play, lock, rock problems like that, so they seem solid. It's just, this is going to boil down to price and design, cutaway stuff like that. So let's get these two out of the way. I was thinking about just rolling all three and doing one video, but and maybe this will turn into that. But take a look if you want in this book here, the Kryo series, right? So you can get it in a lighter silver with this contrasting hardware. Okay, 3.5-inch blade, 8 inches overall, S35, titanium. Have you rolled those dice before? Yeah, and there's the dark one. And then there's my Sprite, right? Over here, I don't know why they said Spirit series. but Sprite, and you can get marbled carbon fiber or whatever in these. Okay, so there you go, 3.5, 8 inches overall. The Agent series, some with the cutaways and some not. Okay, like that. But, and different, I think they had a Tanto-ish and then a drop points. So those are 3.58 to, 8.25 overall. Okay. Warrior series, like I said, you can get it marbled carbon fiber and stuff. And I just kind of wanted to roll you through this a little bit. The Shard, which I thought he said shark. I can't hardly hear. That left ear is really bad on me. So Shard. And there you go. That's a copper inlay. And then you can go, and of course, 3.58, 8 inches overall. But, there you go, copper inlays. And then they have the Moku Tai or the Timascus inlays on that. There's a better picture of it here. And you saw it at the show. On my video, if you look at the video, you'll see me handling that one. For some reason, I wasn't able to make off with that little puppy. Yeah, and there you go with the Gremlin series. These were interesting as well. And look at that. They had them in Damascus blades with that carbo quartz, carbon fiber, kind of a G10-ish looking combo in there. Interesting. I call it carbo quartz. That's what they said it was as well. But they're just saying carbon fiber inlays, etc. There you go. And green micarta as well. I really thought this was good looking. Smaller. Under 3-inch blade, under 7 overall. So you want a smaller blade. There you go. Gremlin series, etc. That's that green carbo quartz. And then my Warrior in the back with just a regular weave carbon fiber. So end of dreamland there. Let's put this baby on the scale. Let's see what it weighs. Although I just showed you all the stuff. So 4 ounces even. That's not bad. 113 grams. And you know what? To hell with it. Come here. Let's just do this. 140 grams. Roll around. Almost 5 ounces on the Kryo. Ain't that something? And I think you can, you can get this with the blue, or at least they had a model with blue titanium, and then blue here on these pivots as well. So this one didn't have that. Like that, finger flick. Now, let's get this little Warrior on here. It's not little, but it's only 4 ounces and 114 grams. So these two, they weigh the same. This one's heavier by almost an ounce. And you can probably tell why. It's just a taller, bigger blade, bigger, taller handle, all that kind of stuff. A little tough to get all the detail on there with this black blade. That's why I usually don't put black handle, black blade knives on my channel. The lighting just kind of absorbs, and then you don't really see the detail as well. Here you go. What does it say? Yeah, it has their model number on there as well. And then, of course, S35, VN, and then Kim Ning and Kryo, the name of the model. So just thought maybe you'd be interested in checking these out. D10's just about typical for almost all flipper knives. And of course, you don't want it too overly aggressive if you're going to have these cutaways for finger flicking, thumb opening, that kind of thing. So right or left hand tip up carry with this model. The other two look like they're right hand only, but let me see. Okay, 4.5, 4.7, somewhere in there as far as detent. Can I fail it? I'm sure I can. Yes, I can. Okay, but Nice easy flip, kicks it open. There's your flipper tab all the way forward. Very intuitive. Easy to kick that one open. Now what have I done? Put my big fingerprint on here. There we go. Is that better? Then this one, is that pretty slick? I don't know. There's something really attractive about this design. It's slender. It's really interesting. Like you said, 3.58 inch, 8 and a quarter. It was this 8.1. Yeah, 3.58, 91 or 2 millimeters. Yeah, 8.15, somewhere in there. And 20.5 centimeters. Let's just check blade stock. See where we can go from there. And zero this baby out first. Okay. 3.5. 3.6. Which translates to 0.140. So, kick it. Let's see if this is going to be any different. Oh, that's more like 4 millimeters there. You know how that's going to translate when they hit the final production? I don't know, because it looks like these are kind of early production units. There's 4 millimeter again. So, 0.16 basically. And 13.2, 0.52. Check this. 0.51, 13. This is nothing. Come on, man. Come on. Here we go. 12.5, 0.49. Okay. What do you think? I like these two really, really well, and it's hard not to like this one. This reminds me of something, but I don't know what. And just the blade shape itself, I guess the cutaway here. Overall, it has a reminiscence to something, but I don't know what. These other two are very attractive, but I don't, everything ought to look like something anymore. There's so much stuff out there. But, it's not like I haven't seen a blade shape like this. And I like that, don't you? Is that a little bit of a recurve in there, though? Yikes. That's probably why it gets some style points. These other twos, they don't. But, and let me see. I mean, not like these are finished final production units necessarily, but okay. Well, they put something on that one. Okay. Hold on. Let's move around. Yeah, there's a little bit different deal with this kind of blade, but okay. That'll work. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's slick, too. Yeah, they're all pretty sharp then. Okay. Just kind of checking to see what we had there to start out with, but not bad. These three, interesting. The pouch, how this goes like that. There's no, it's not necessarily a belt pouch. But there wasn't a box, and I don't know what they're going to come out for final packaging, etc. If this is going to be it or how that goes. But it was like the knife was in here. Kansept knives. Interesting. I'm going to take this one apart. So let's put these over here. But yeah, I mean, ergos are good. Yeah, I can feel the pocket clip, but it's a milled, standard type titanium pocket clip here. Yeah, reverse grip's good. Okay, so, you're here with your fingers. You can get them all on. This one? Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Pass-through's real easy, huh? Maybe a little stiff. Which we might address when we put it back together, right? Okay. All centered up. don't seem to have any of those kinds of issues. Let me kick this one open. Ergos. Yeah, pretty fair. Pretty fair. Maybe step forward on here if I wanted to. Reverse grip, yeah, that's fine. Pass through, got it machined in here. Get away with that. These things, I think, as far as pricing goes, they'll be in there with whatever. I would think standard, where you might catch them at actual selling price as opposed to MSRP. Then the MAP is the actual minimum advertised. So I'm thinking these will be anywhere from the 175 to 225 range, somewhere in there. So I'll be interested in seeing how far off I am. MSRP, they're probably $275, $300, whatever, I don't know. But that makes no difference to me because that's not the actual selling price that you'll see on the retail sites when they come up. But I don't see why somebody wouldn't pick up this line. They've got some interesting knives. The Damascus, with the carbo quartz, that really pops. If they'd put it on both sides, man, I'd be lost. I'd definitely have to have one of those. Let me see if these are number 8s or number 6s. Oop, they're number 6. Okay, we got a 6 over here. Well, let's just start. Yeah. I guess we can start out here. I guess that's where our and they had, I could tell. Can you see that little bit of thread locker that's coming off of there? Yeah, I could tell it when I was taking it apart. Oh yeah, this is the one with the funky backspacer. It's got a little bit of, and yeah, these are on there. This one not so much. This will come off. Which side I don't know, but it'll come off of one side or the other. Just got to stable out one side. So. But yeah, they definitely had some thread locker on that puppy dog. Did they not? Did they not? Yeah, we lost that from the back side of that screw there. That's funny as hell. And so we got this open here. That should still come apart. Come here. We got a screw on both sides, on each side out of there, so there's no reason why it wouldn't come apart. And it is coming apart right like that. Just like that. There we go. Popped it. Okay, no weight relieving on the inside. And there's the side I was unscrewing, but the other side actually came unscrewed. And we got a steel washer right on top of this bearing here. Come on. There we go. We got a fit on there. There we go. Come on. Okay. Okay, so we got a steel washer with the little race in there to support that bearing. So that was sitting right on top of there. Came from there. And big old ceramic bearings on that ring. And there it is on the other side. So we've got ceramic bearings. There we go. Two sets, or one set of bearings. Okay. Then, of course, that little steel washer. Then you got the pivot. And let's see if we can tell anything about the pivot. No, it's just regular round pivot. There's the backspacer like that. But this was not on the table at the SHOT Show. This was down below. So I think this was just a spare they took along with them. And thus, I get to have possession of it to show to you guys, although that just needs to be buffed up and, take that coating off of there. If you want to do that, swap that backspacer out. Interesting. Okay, we're good. We're good. Ceramic detent ball, hardened steel insert, blade, detent track. Looks pretty clean. Internal stop, as you can see. And here's your, travel part area for the internal stop. All right. We're all separated here, so it shouldn't be too difficult to build this back at all. The main pivot came through back here, so I'm going to start here. Throw some bearings on here. Let's do that. Then let's throw a blade on here. That might be helpful. Okay. Push that lock bar down a little bit. Give us some clearance to put the other set of bearings on this side. Come on. There we go. Not a problem. Nothing complicated. Definitely nothing complicated. Got to get this here and this to kick together. And yes, solid. Take it light and easy on that. And of course, the other body screw here that's a number 6. That's solid. Now we got a pocket clip to put on. And there's this little screw, and it looked like they had some thread locker on here. They got that one put right on there as well. And yes, we got that tightened down. So we centered. Look pretty darn close. Yeah. That looks centered. See what we got for action. Oh, it's better. Definitely better. Oh, yeah. Much better. Absolutely. The Sprite. Pretty cool, huh? I like it. Pre-production stuff. Nice, though. I like the design. I really do. The action's good. Ceramic bearings. I like those washers with that recess in them for the bearings. Really nice to run on there. Internal blade stop. Clean look. Should be a good little carry user. And then, of course, got the Kryo, and of course, the Warrior, which is not a flipper. Not a flipper. Like the middle finger, flip that. Just like that. All right, I'm going to cut you loose. But we got three of their line here on the table, just for look-see. Thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate it. I hope, this is of interest to you. It's always kind of fun with a brand new brand to check some of their models out, get a feel for them. You know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.